Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Carthage Esports stream for NECC Week 5 Smash Bros. Action between your Firebirds, who are 2-2, taking on Northwood Blue University Timberwolves, who are 4-0. I am Turbo Juggler 32, joined alongside JT Lule.
How's it going?
Hey, it's going well. Hey, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, number 100 today for me. Big accomplishment here. 100 esports matches casted within the span of 2 years. Insane, man.
Only 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy to think about. I mean, like, I have no experience casting, right? But like to see you hit 100 in 2 whole years, dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's
That's
thanks
crazy.
to the good people at the Wisconsin High School Esports Association. They gave me the lead role. I've got like 92 matches combined there through like 4 seasons. So, and then there's 8 here for Smash. So today will be the 5th one, and then 3 for Overwatch. That was a little unexpected, but came in and doing a good job thus far. Got to thank my producer as well for getting me into the whole casting gig as well when I was at Horlick. That was the first time I actually got into doing it. That's the whole reason why I was able to get to the Wisconsin High School Esports Association. But enough about me. Let's talk about today's matchup. So with the track record for Carthage heading into this, they lost week 1 to Michigan 2-0. They defeated Saginaw 2-0 in week 2. Week 3, they defeated Harper Hawks 2-1 via forfeit. Week 4 loss to Oakland University just 2 weeks ago. Last time that happened, I dressed up as Funky Kong, and we had Subby dressed up as Luigi. But yeah, ever since then, they're just looking for more momentum heading into this matchup, and they're also looking to get into the playoffs because currently Carthage is number 5.
Honestly, I think we have a good chance of getting to the playoffs. I remember seeing last year, who was it? It was oh my god, I can't remember who on the team made it to playoffs. I'm blanking right now, but it was our Inkling player. I shouldn't be blanking because I'm good friends with him, but he went undefeated last season, and we did have a strong incoming freshman class. So although we are even right now at 2-2, I still have pretty good faith in our Firebirds.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, if they win tonight and MSU loses, they get the playoff spot. If none of those things happen, then they are not going to be making the playoffs. But I think we're in the matchup right now. Yes, we are. So Paramedics going to start it out for Carthage. We don't know yet who's starting for Northwood, so I'll have to figure that one out.
There's some funky-looking Greek letters there.
Copel's oh my goodness! Oh, and Northwood's already taken Carthage down to 10 stocks in this first round here. Wow. Catching us by surprise with the King K rule play. Wow, 2 heavyweights just going at it to start this one out. I don't really see Paramedics use Bowser all that often. He usually stays on Wolf for the most part.
I mean, seeing a heavyweight matchup is always fun since, for the most part, I feel like it's going to be more kind of like boxing where they're just going to go toe-to-toe. You're not going to see too many people doing like aerial combos. It's really just seeing who can get control of the stage the entire match and whether or not, more like King of the Hill.
Yeah,
I'll put it like that. It's like playing King of the Hill.
For all you Call of Duty fans, that's one that you're probably smiling at somewhere. Nonetheless, though, oh my goodness, Copel just smashing Paramedics into the ground. He's doing some things with that shield. Nonetheless, though, he's going to get the victory for that game. And yeah, Northwood looking dominant to start.
That match went quick. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That was like...
We were talking for like 1/3 of that. I mean,
yeah, we got like a few seconds in, like it's over.
Yeah,
I didn't even get a second to process it.
But yeah, so Paramedics off the board for Carthage to start round 1 here. It's not looking too hot to start, but there's still a lot of time for Carthage to recover here, and they need this win in order to make it towards the playoffs, or they need to hope again that MSU loses.
You know what? Sometimes we all get off to a rocky start. I don't think it matters too much in the long run. We still got it.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly, it's how you finish. I mean, like, I've had some times where I go to class, when I got to take a test, I'm like, man, you know what? It might be one of those days, but then I finish the test strong. I do a lot better than I anticipated. So it could be just one of those moments,
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And yeah, coming into this, speaking of MSU, Northwood University had beaten them last week. So to go over their track record real quick while we have some filler time. They defeated Harper in week 1, I think 2-0, and then they beat Oakland University 2-0 in week 2. Defeated Michigan Wolverines 2-0 in week 3. That's a big win for them right there. And then yeah, week 4 was against MSU, and they won 2-0 there as well. So yeah, dominant stretch for Northwood as they come into this game undefeated. And in that first game, we see why they're undefeated.
I mean, shoot, just quickness and efficiency. I guess that's how they've been doing it, just in and out.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, last week or a couple weeks ago, Carthage did not fare well against Oakland University. Only 2 players of Oakland were shown because of how dominant the Grizzlies were. I mean, it was a rough go, but our Firebirds fought valiantly and stayed
They
in
did.
it. Yeah.
I mean, although it was for the most part just the one player, I don't think it was. I'm not gonna call it an easy one. I don't like saying that, or I don't like hearing people say it. 100%, they definitely put their all into it, and you know what? It's alright. It'll happen to everyone at some point.
Yeah. You can't win them all.
Right. It happens.
Definitely can't win them all. That's for sure. It's still waiting to get into the lobby here to get things going. Who do you think we'll see for Carthage coming out here to start? Are we gonna see Space Food? Are we gonna see Lunar? Are we gonna see Mechanical Merlin? Who are we gonna see here?
Ooh. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling like seeing Lunar. I was able to come by the arena last week. He was getting some extra practice, and he had some funky combos going on. On that unofficial practice he was doing with a couple of the other players. So I would really hope to see Lunar come in right about now. He's been pretty pumped about it since last week. And I think he might have a few new surprises this week. So we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm willing to bank on a good Lunar appearance right about now.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. See, whenever I could be wrong, I'm always end it with but that's just me. Okay,
Yeah.
that's just me. Dude, I don't want to be held accountable if I'm wrong, right?
right. Yeah, definitely not. But the fun of predictions is just saying what you want to say and hope you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I would say 50.
Just like what's going on in chat right now with the no Roy. I mean, it hasn't happened, but never say never. It could happen.
Roy's our boy.
Yeah, Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. Oh boy, somebody's not gonna like that one.
Dude, I'm gonna say it. I used to be a Roy main in Melee. I was a Roy main back in the Melee days, and I'm proud of that. I will die on that hill. Granted, he was stupidly broken. But...
Producer's just shaking his head right now at that.
Dude, okay, you can't tell me Melee Roy wasn't fun to mess around with.
Oh, he was. A slew of characters were fun to mess around with. Boo, Fire Emblem. I agree.
I don't care that much for Fire Emblem. I never really played the games. I played like the mobile game when that came out.
Oh yeah.
And it was.
I don't even think I touched that game.
It sucked.
Yeah. Well.
It was like one of the worst turn-based RPGs I've ever played.
Pretty forgettable.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to spend $60 on my 3DS.
All right, so it looks like we're actually going to see Space Food come out for Carthage. As Ness is being played at Space Food's main, going up against Copel, this dominant King K rule. And what Space Food is going to have here, he's going to have range, a little bit with the PK Fire. He's going to have a bunch of other things to use in his utility here, including the bat that you just saw. King K. Rool has an elite arsenal of his own. So we're going to see what happens here.
So far, Ness has been doing a great job of holding his own. I mean, I feel like when you got a heavy character against a light, it's kind of a 50-50 because it's either going to be in favor of the lightweight character or the heavyweight, since the lightweight character is like a feather. Just get rid of them real quick, but at the same time, they're more agile, and that gives them a huge advantage against a much slower character.
Definitely. Oh my god, we're seeing them off the stage. Oh, and Space Food's not able to recover. Copel making sure that Space Food cannot recover. And yeah, that's kind of been the story of Space Food's matches, at least some of them in the past few weeks. I mean, just the teams Carthage is going against just know how to play against Ness. They know how to keep him off the ledge, and that's exactly what you got to do. Oh my goodness, the belly counter almost working.
Almost got him.
Wow, that's a beautiful back throw, though. PK Thunder is going to do some damage.
Just a little bit. Yeah. I was hoping we could have seen a little bit of a gimp there.
He's going to steal his crown, throw it right back at him. And Copel's going to get it right back. Oh my goodness, into the up smash. Wow.
King K. Rool's sitting somewhat comfortably at that high percentage. I mean, he's got to go down at some point.
Yeah. I mean, these heavyweights, they can take up to like 200% damage. Like, it's crazy.
It is.
Oh. He hits the cannonball, but it does not go back to hit Copel. A little bit of off the stage maneuvers from Space Food. He's got to be careful, though, as we've seen Just moments ago, Copel shut down Space Boo when he was off the ledge. There's that down spike again.
I mean, Space Suit just needs one back throw near the edge just to.
Oh my goodness,
God.
the footstool.
Wow. I'm not gonna
Wow.
lie, that was some crazy timing.
Oh my goodness,
That was
insane.
wild.
That was absolutely insane. And Carthage is down to 6 stocks already in round 1. Copel just doing some things.
I feel like, in a way, I wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting Copel to have some crazy ledge guarding, since he's been consistent thus far in the matchup with his ledge guarding and just playing heavy, like finding that weird sweet spot where like you kind of like clip through the edge, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is still my biggest complaint on Smash Bros. That there's the one sweet spot in every stage where you can just like
Yeah,
hit him right through, and it's just like
Like, remove that, man.
no, like literally. I'm not gonna. It happened to me so much. I got to a point where like I deleted the game for like a year. My friends were like, "Tony, or get on Smash, let's play Smash." And I'm just like, no,
just like, no.
no. I almost sold my copy at one point.
Oh my god,
it was
that
that
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're seeing a little bit of deja vu here. I think Spectre from Oakland had a great start for them a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, I think it was 3 straight 3-stock performances. Yeah, and so far Copel has 2 straight. So could we be seeing a little bit of deja vu there? We could, but who knows? As we're gonna have Mechanical Merlin up next for Carthage. So we will likely see some Lucina gameplay against this King K rule. I would imagine that Copel's not going to switch off a King K rule, because why would you at this point?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Indeed. That should definitely be someone's senior quote. Like that's one of those hard quotes that just stick with you.
Honestly,
It's one that everybody
if
knows.
I didn't do a like a matching one with my cousin, that would have been my senior quote. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's just as true as you can get.
I mean, shoot. I just remember that's like one of those funny life lessons I learned from my mom. She was quite a character with me growing up.
Yeah, we're still on a little bit of a pause. The calm before the storm, I'll say, is Copel is looking to do some more damage against Carthage here.
It's that weird build up.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's the most unsettling build up we're gonna get.
yeah. And then we're just gonna go right in, and then it's just gonna be done like that. In a matter of a few minutes. Okay, here we go. Now we are set to go. Copel taking on Mechanical Merlin. Carthage 6 stocks. Northwood still has all 12 for round 1. If you're just tuning in, this is the NECC Week 5 Smash Bros. Stream featuring the Carthage FIrebirds, who are 2-2, looking for a playoff spot, taking on Northwood Blue University Timberwolves, who are 4-0. Turbo Juggler joined alongside JT Lule for tonight's action. We've got Copel against Mechanical Merlin. And Copel is just throwing Mechanical Merlin to the ground. Already up to 100% damage. That Sucker Punch is coming out for the first time. It's not going to connect at all with anything. Except for the air. Equivalent of John Cena, some would say. But
I don't know how Copel does it, but he managed to just mess up Mechanical Merlin's rhythm, since at the start, Merlin was looking great, just like keeping the distance, just coming in and out. And I feel like that first recovery gave the opportunity for Copel to just ruin that rhythm, establish his own.
yeah, and then being on the ledge with the King K rule, that's not smart at all, as Copel just sucks up Mechanical Merlin and disperses him off of the stage. Carthage down to only 5. And again, Copel has not taken a single stock yet. Like, this is insane. This is going to be like 2 straight streams in a row where we see one player possibly 3-stocking 3 straight times.
Merlin's doing a good job just building up that percent. He just needs one good side smash near the ledge.
Oh my goodness, the
God.
cannonball. Wow. That just hung in the air forever, and unfortunately for Mechanical Merlin, he goes right on it. But Copel could possibly lose the stock here. He's at 151% damage.
Ooh, that was a well-timed parry right there.
Mechanical Merlin just needs to do something, but these crown combos and the parry, like you said, it's just all adding up. Couple of up airs almost hit. We're going to see Mechanical Merlin surging to about 70% damage. And that crown coming back like a boomerang.
Crown just going in and out. I mean, Copel's been really utilizing it.
The
this
Crown
whole
just
match.
spawned back in, and it's just
it's
going off the
off.
stage.
It's gone.
It just went off the stage twice. It's gotta fix that spawner to get that Crown. There you go. It's right dead center of the battlefield map here. Forward smash is nearly gonna KO Mechanical Merlin. He's not gonna fall for that. Cannonball again, surely. Mechanical Merlin. Oh, he dodges. And finally
Way to knock
Carthage.
the stock off right
Oh
there.
my God! Finally, Carthage getting Copel's first stock off. So we will not see another three stock performance. We'll see 2 straight for
Oh,
Copel.
see
But
that
not
Merlin's cracked his stomach right there. That could be problematic for Copel.
the problem for Mechanical Merlin is high damage, and you're on the ledge right now, where
Hey.
Copel is his most comfortable. Oh, and the forward smash. Wow, it's gonna do it. Mechanical Merlin is gonna be out for round 1. Carthage just down to 3. Northwood has 11 by virtue of Copel losing his first stock.
You know, I feel like with that round especially, Copel just took advantage of the fact that you could just use your crown, like the crown just comes back and forth and does damage regardless of the direction. And he kind of used it to close the distance between Merlin. And since, you know, Lucina's doesn't really have any range to her, closing the distance can be difficult against a character that can either choose to play with distance or use any ability to close the distance in his favor.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Lunar is going to be the last one that's going to be up for Carthage for round 1. So let's hope that Lunar can take some stocks off of Copel. Now he'll have the stock advantage because Copel will have 2 carrying over from the last round. But we've seen Copel just be dominant no matter what the situation is. I mean, sure, he lost the 1 stock, but he still looked dominant in those like he did in the previous 2 games.
Kind of had that goldfish memory where he lost the first stock and was like, all right, it doesn't even matter anymore. 2 stocks, cool, just get back into it. And I think that's just something in general that's like, as competitors, it's just, you have a minor setback, cool, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. Just move on from it, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that was probably just that. I feel like Copel has experienced those type of situations, and eventually it's just second nature, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. In most of these games, you got to have great composure, and if something goes wrong, you just got to shake it off. And it's like, all right, what can I do to improve? Like, even if you lose, you just take it as improvement instead of just like, oh, I lost this game. No, you take it as a learning experience, and you improve to be better for next time.
I feel like maybe that's why I could never get into competitive fighting games because like I take everything to heart. So, as soon as I encounter multiple setbacks, I start to get upset or I just rage a little bit and then I just start doing worse. So, maybe that's why I almost sold my copy of Smash. Maybe it's just because I'm bad.
Yeah, and I think it varies if it's like a fighting game, if it's like a shooting game.
Right.
It kind of varies, but
Yeah,
it's mostly the same.
It's a different mentality, you know.
But nonetheless, though, we're going to have Lunar up playing Byleth against this King K rule from Copel. Lunar has done some great things with Byleth so far this season. Let's see if we can put that all together. Wrap it up as a nice early Christmas present for Copel to get him out of here. But we'll see what happens.
Lunar coming in. I think like the beauty about like characters like Byleth is that you can just play any type of range you want. Long range, close range, mid range. I feel like it's a lot easier to take control, whereas, a heavier character like K. Rool, you really got to utilize any ability with range to close a distance.
And now both players fighting for the ledge. Oh, there we go. Okay, Lunar get Northwood down to 1. Or getting Copel down to 1 stock, Northwood down to 10. Oh, and now Carthage only at 2. Wow. Just lightning fast, forget about it mentality that we're seeing from Copel, as we discussed before.
Yeah.
Ooh, Copel going back on those combos. The cannonball is going to be shielded off. Nice dash attack. Both players around 50% damage. The crown throw again. I think we've seen that like 20 times, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Lunar's really just utilizing those aerial attacks.
Oh my
to help close
goodness!
distance and,
The classic King K rule combo, the footstool into the up smash, almost getting Lunar out of here. It did not work out
Oh, I almost thought Lunar was gonna lose a stock there for a sec.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness, and
never
it's
mind.
down to 1 stock for Carthage. Yeah, Violet's recovery is really good. You got the chain grab, kind of like
Yeah, you
Samus
got
has.
like crazy range there.
Yeah.
That you could use.
It's not like the sword fighters where you just hope that the sword clings on
just
to the
gotta
ledge.
yeah.
Right, you just gotta pray.
You just gotta pray.
Yeah, especially with like Lucina and Cloud and all of them. I mean, sure they have better recoveries than characters like Little Mac, but it's tedious sometimes. And we see that more often because those characters are played more often.
Yeah, I feel like people tend to avoid. Oh,
Oh my goodness! Can't even finish the
That's-
sentence. Northwood's taken round 1.
I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess he managed to take out my rhythm too, I guess.
So Northwood will be winning round number 1, as Copel was the only member shown for Northwood in that round, and we'll reset for round 2 shortly. But yeah, what do you make out of that performance from Northwood in that first round?
You know, honestly, if this is how Copel's playing, I'm kind of nervous about seeing how the rest of the team plays, since I think with this with the games like Smash Bros, I feel like it's if you see how one person plays, then it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of how maybe the rest of the team plays. So if you see that, like, you know, one person on the team is very consistent, whether it's how they handle different situations or like with their combos, whatever, you know, it just goes to show that throughout the rest of the team, consistency is what's like their strongest. It's like what's strongest about them.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, with that consistency, Carthage is going to have to find a way to tear it down. I mean, like we said before, learning experience comes key here. You can't just, sit down and like, oh, we lost. No, you gotta take it now, and you gotta take it as a learning experience for round number 2.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think Carthage can take a few more stocks off. They can get Copel off the board.
Yeah, if they were able to take one off Copel, I think that they could get more.
Yeah. Alrighty, and with that, we will be heading to an intermission break. We'll be back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, back from intermission. Round 2 action. Northwood winning round 1 if you didn't catch that. Promising Sage is going to be up for Carthage against Copel yet again from Northwood.
See if Promising Sage can end Copel's reign of terror right now. Off to a good start, kind of just with good spacing right there. Just hopping in and out, just trying to find his niche right here.
Yeah, you just can't go close against Copel because if you go close against him, he'll make you pay for it.
Oh, he will. You know, I feel like with Copel, he's either gonna do one of two things: either play the waiting game, wait for you to get close, or he's just gonna force you to come close to you. Kind of, he's like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, get over here.
Get over here. I feel like that's the whole purpose of the crown. It's like it's like his spear.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Promising Sage already up to 140% damage. Copel just asserting his dominance again. King K rule. Launches some cannonballs, they're not gonna hit anything. There we go, a nice neutral attack from Promising Sage. See if he can keep the combos going. Throw. Getting him off the ledge. Oh my goodness, what a play.
What a trade right there with Promising Sage.
That was a little bit of a cancellation, but that was a cool one. 2-2. So both teams at 11 stocks for round 2 in.
Hey, that's one way to start.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smacking him with the tail a couple times there. Do what you gotta do against Copel. It is hard to get him off his game. He's only taken now 2 stocks so far tonight out of both of the rounds.
It looks like Sage found his rhythm, trying to close the distance, but you know, Copel's been on top of him.
86% damage now. Promising Sage trying to use that lucidity that Pikachu offers. Good throw. Nice back throw that is. 96% damage, and now Copel in his wheelhouse. Ooh. With the cannonball. That's not going to hit. That one's going to get rejected by the electricity. 77% damage. Oh my goodness. I think Promising Sage wanted to do something off the stage like we saw before. It might have worked.
Oh, we almost had him with the Thunderbolt.
That's not going to connect. The crown will. Copel still trying desperately to suck up Promising Sage, because if he knows if he does, then Promising Sage is pretty much going to be obliterated. You're not even going to see him go off the grid. He's just going to be gone. He's going to disintegrate.
Almost got him.
Oh, and there we go. There it is. Oh my goodness. Copel still doing some things.
Promising Sage was able to build up a
little
good amount of
BM with
damage.
that shield, but nonetheless, business before pleasure, as they say. 30% damage for Promising Sage.
Let's
that
get rid of
cannonball's
that
gonna
crown
hit
for a little bit.
The crown throw is going to get rejected that time. Good forward air for Promising Sage. Oh my goodness.
Almost had him with the down air up smash combo.
That deadly. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is just typical King K. Rool gameplay.
This is K. Rool gameplay.
Yeah. At its finest.
You know, at least it's not as bad as when he first came out.
Yeah.
That was worse.
Yeah,
that was a worse time to go against K. Rool. I remember what was it, like a week and a half or so, where he was just like incredibly broken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I thought I was good at the game for once.
And then they just nerf him like, oh no.
They nerfed him to the ground, and I was like,
oh no. Yeah, so Copel has 2 stocks remaining here, and Promising Sage is going to be done for round number 1. So Northwood will have 11 stocks, Carthage will have 9. We'll see who comes up for Carthage here. We could see Space Food coming in at that number 2 slot again. I think we'll see that again. A little bit of a redemption arc perhaps for him.
I could see it. He was in the arena last week when I saw him with a couple other players, so I think we could see a good redemption arc.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, he tells me he's either hot or he's cold, no in between. So hopefully he's red eyed after being cold a little bit.
He might have been a little chilly a few weeks ago, so he's got to be hot now.
Okay, he's
fresh out the oven.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That was almost a cause for concern. Gotta love that Elgato logo showing up there, but no tech issues, so that's good. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Nonetheless, though, yeah, I think we are gonna see space. Yep, we are gonna see space food. It's crazy. I just call like everything now.
You know what? I'm gonna just like stop trying to guess, and I'm gonna just leave it up to you. I'm gonna just leave that. That's all you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm never right with the Roy pick, but you know, we haven't seen another player from Northwood yet, so you can't really knock that prediction, or at least for this match.
It's not out of the equation. I think it'd be pretty cool to see a Roy. That's just though.
Yeah. I agree. I don't know if those in chat would agree, but
I will happily
this desk
die on that
agrees with
hill.
this.
I will die on that hill. At least it isn't melee Roy where you could get like hit with a fully charged neutral B.
Yeah. Alrighty, so Space Food attempting for a redemption arc here against Copel. His last go around wasn't too great, but let's see if he can turn the tables here. And he will have the stock advantage, so that'll help him out. Alright, we'll see what happens. A little friendly BM to begin, as per usual. Charge up that man. Oh my goodness, the counter. Wow.
That was a good well-timed
Oh
counter
my
reflect
goodness,
right
the
there.
belly counter, yeah.
Ooh.
I think at this point,
Copel,
Space Food shook. I don't know.
you know,
Wow.
yeah, he might just be surprised. He just might not know what to do
If I
anymore.
was going against this King K rule, I'd be quivering in my boots right now. Did you see how he set himself up already prematurely on
ready.
the ledge? He was ready for that footstool, dude.
That's got to be muscle memory. Copel's definitely seen that move one too many times.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, almost got him with the back spike off the edge.
That's insane. The back air into the forward air. That was insane. Carthage down to 8 stocks remaining, and if they do lose this matchup, Northwood will take the win, and Carthage will have to hope that MSU loses for a playoff spot. But we shall see if Carthage can come back here. Space Food still trying to find an angle on to Copel, which is near impossible.
Copel just continuing, just having that strong edge guarding game. You know, I feel like for the most part, he might be practicing against a lot of lightweight characters. So he probably just has this, like in his books. You know, it might just be like a pattern for him.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Samora off the stage gameplay. Oh, a belly counter that almost worked, but it doesn't matter because
Just
oh my goodness.
just ended
Copel got
that whole
the
recovery
stock.
right there.
He's gonna try it again. A critical hit. Oh no, and Space Food's gonna go down.
Under the stage
Oh
tech saves it.
no. Oh, that sucks. Carthage down to 6 stocks. Northwood still at 11, and Copel is still here. We have not seen another Timberwolf player. He's just hogging the spotlight from his team at this point.
Might just be a theory. What if it's just him?
Hmm.
Think about it, right? We're about halfway into the second round, right?
Yep.
Copel, I'll give it to him. He's playing pretty well. But why would he be going this hard if it wasn't just him?
Maybe he's controlling all the accounts. Maybe he is. Maybe if we see another one, it's just gonna be him in disguise.
It might be.
No.
He might, just hang. He might just he might lose one round. Like, hang on, guys, I gotta log into my alt account.
Yeah. Just has 4 straight alt accounts. Yeah. I feel like everybody has to have an alt account for something. I mean.
Not me though. I don't. I'm too lazy to make an alt account to grind for everything again. Like, unless I was really good at Overwatch and like I was a high rank and like my friends weren't as high rank as me, then I'd have an alt account.
Well, right,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
because I'm not like, you know, top 500. I could play with most of my friends. I don't have a.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's the same with me in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm like in that gold range, and that's where pretty much most of my friends are. So
Right.
it's like, you know, I even make the alt account, and also just the ranking system in Siege is just like so bad that you can have a gold and a copper in the same
Yeah.
lobby. So I mean, they really need to fix that. But nonetheless, though, get set for the next matchup in round 2. Mechanical Merlin trying to take out Copel. He's gonna have the stock advantage, but he did have it previously in round 1, but could not take out the big one, the big kahuna, if you will.
Copel just really using that crown to close the distance on him. Been doing a pretty good job of that all night. Ooh,
Wow. Well, that's
bit
that's
of
an SD there.
bit of a body block there. Kill his momentum on the way back up.
That'll be 5 stocks remaining for Carthage. Time is running out. And Copel says, I have all the time in the world to just sit here and make you suffer. And that's what we're seeing. He's doing methodical off the ledge things. They may look strange to you folks at home, but this guy's dialed in. As far as I'm concerned, because look at this. He's making sure that Mechanical Merlin cannot get to the ledge.
He's really just making that space a lot bigger, you know, under the stage.
Just throwing him to the ground. God, this guy has to be like top 500, like Elite Smash or something.
He's got
right?
him.
He's got to be up there or something.
I gotta see his Elite Smash roster. Because I refuse to sit here and believe he's a K. Rool one trick. There's no way.
No, he's got to be at least a jack of all trades for sure. He's got to have some other good character up his sleeve, but you know he doesn't really need to show him.
Guess not.
'Cause he's doing great things with King K. Rool. I mean, for a 100th esports cast, I mean, seeing a player like this is nuts.
This is probably not something you thought you were gonna be casting.
No, I mean, you know, you know, most of the times there is like that breakout player, but like this guy is a breakout player. He is the breakout. And Copel still just doing amazing things for Northwood and Carthage, down to their last 3 stocks. What can you really hope for at this point? You can hope for some type of resurgence here from your last player. Somehow get these 2 stocks off of Copel and then just see what Northwood has up their sleeve.
I really want to see the rest of the roster. Aside from, you know, I'll be a little biased here, you know, because they're also my classmates. I would love to see, you know, our FIrebirds defeat Copel to end his reign of terror, but I also really want to see the rest of Northwood's roster. You know, I gotta know. I want to see what everyone else on their team plays.
Apparently, somebody in chat says Copel isn't even PR in Michigan. He stinks.
Interesting.
Interesting take.
The he stinks was a little. Personally,
Yeah.
me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. That's just me though.
Me neither.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to say it.
Hopefully, I was just friendly BM, but as we've seen thus far, Copel has been anything but that. I mean, he's been off the charts good as far as I'm concerned. Oh my goodness, he's
Oh.
actually in chat too.
Copel didn't let that slide.
He doesn't need that. He's actually a first-time chatter too.
Copel, focus on the chat more. I want to see the rest of your school's team.
As we get set for the next game here.
All right.
All right, let's see what Lunar can do here against Copel. Just throwing him to the ground already. Yeah, just the opening gamut we're seeing from Copel in almost every matchup. He finds his groove immediately, and that's what's making him great here. So if theoretically if you shut him down before he does that, which is not going to happen here, but if that were to transpire, then his game would have been thrown off a little bit. But
Yeah,
he's just too quick.
Throughout the whole night, you know, Copel just loves to just establish that dominance on the edge. He's been really forcing our Firebirds either to play near the edge or getting them off stage to, you know, fight to come back to the ledge.
Yeah, it's like an oxymoron being fast with a heavy character. I mean, you know, from the common eye, you're like, what are you talking about? But like in this game, that's possible because of combos and all the neat stuff you can do with all these characters and stuff like that. And that's what we're seeing from Copel. as like no one has been really able to take him down. I mean, we've seen stocks come off of him, but no one has defeated him yet. Could Lunar be the first one to do it here? Carthage down to the last 2 stocks, though.
Nope. Copel's sitting at about 126%. I think Lunar might be able to take another stock off him.
See, the cannonball is going to hit. That's going to do some damage. Oh, almost. Getting a second stock taken off.
Oh, Copel just been really utilizing that cannon on him.
Yeah, and he's just guarding that edge like a hawk. Lunar doing everything he can to actually get back on the stage, and that's not going to work out. Because again, this ledge guarding by Copel is elite. Carthage down to 1 stock remaining.
You know, Copel has rarely like using like the grab button this match. He, for the most part, just lets his, you know, that cannon just do the work for him. It's in hindsight.
Oh, and there we go. There's another stock
another
taken off
stock.
of Copel. So Northwood has 10, Carthage 1.
Come on, Lunar.
See what he can do here. He's at 93% damage, so
Come on, Lunar. Be the key that unlocks the rest of Northwood's lineup.
let's see if he is the right key to open that door.
Ooh, he's learned.
Or is it going to be forever locked? Nice neutral attack. Still alive here. 136. Oh, boy. Oh! And there we go. Northwood taking it 2-0. Copel. The only member we've seen from Northwood tonight, and he handled it all himself. Props to him.
Maybe my theory could have been correct from earlier about how he's the only one on the team.
Possibly. I mean, what? Never know, because we didn't get to see the rest of the roster. But as for Carthage, they hope that MSU loses in order to get into the playoffs, as losing today, that's their last hope. They would have won today. That would have boosted their chances a lot more.
It is what it is. No, I'm just playing. But regardless, it was as of all the funny lines I have in my head that I want to come up with on the spot. It was a fun match to watch. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the rest of Northwood's roster, which was something I was really hoping for about halfway through the matchup. But you know what? Our Firebirds fought well. I think for the most part, it's really just they got to find their rhythm.
Yeah.
Copel established that dominance every single matchup, forcing our Firebirds to either edge, making his cannon grab for him to just either throw him, back off the stage, and he was really just forcing those ledge battles. With a heavier character like K-Rool, that's something we really want to avoid. Heavy characters tend to dominate on the edge.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, heavy character usage from Copel really did help out Northwood here, as he was, again, as you said, able to dominate the perimeter of the stage throughout all of those games, even though he's taken stocks off here and there. He's kept his composure, and, he did well for his team.
Yeah, I mean, he's crazy with it. I'll give it to him.
He's great.
At this point of, Smash Ultimate's lifespan, I have barely seen any K-Rool players. So in a way, I guess it kind of was a pleasant surprise to see that like someone out there still had it.
Yeah. Yeah, so as that matchup is over, so the rest of this week we have League of Legends happening. That'll be Week 6 for League of Legends. And then Week 6 for Overwatch will be happening this Thursday. Overwatch Black will actually be on stream, so we will get to see you play, hopefully, JT Lule.
Hopefully it will be Thursday. Word on campus, and by that I just mean in our Discord, is there might be a schedule conflict with the other team, so I'm praying for Thursday.
Hopefully we can make that happen.
But regardless, I'm excited for the game. Even though we've had a lot of setbacks this whole season, to me, it doesn't matter. I still firmly believe that we're the best in our conference. I will happily die on that hill as well as the Roy Hill. Two hills I'll happily die on. You know what? It's a mountain. I'll dying on the mountain.
Alrighty, with that, the stream will now be coming to a conclusion shortly here. So 100 in the books for me. Here's to the next 100. I have been Turbo Juggler 32.
I'm JT Lule.
And we will see you back tomorrow for League of Legends.